Listening to a radio station where
it's controlled chaos, stomping the IE and the world on 1050 AM KCAA, NBC News Talk Radio.
I'm joking. I just ate a falcon. It is Control Chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. How are ya? I'm Gary Garver. It's a beautiful Monday morning here in Southern California. Beautiful rain. Love it. And anyways, I got the guru of the ghetto, Jigga Jones, on the phone, live from Las Vegas. How are you, guru?
Yeah, man, we doing all right.
Man, what a Super Bowl, man. I almost cussed. What a Super Bowl. That was amazing, dude. Wow, the biggest choke of Super Bowl history. They call it the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. I call it the greatest choke in professional sports.
I don't know about that. I think they just ran out of gas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, come on, man. They choked, baby. They choked in the fourth game. Listen, you're up 28-3. Okay, 8 minutes left in the game.
I got an explanation for this.
Go ahead, Guru. Tell me.
Check this out. I mean, Atlanta had this thing won. You know, they had it sewed up in the bag. Everybody's sitting there, and the teams go back and forth, people sitting on the bench and everything. And the guy's thinking, man, I can't wait till we come home with the championship. And then the guy thought about it for a minute. We go back to Atlanta where the championship is going to be riots. They're going to burn everything down, and people are going to be in the streets tearing stuff up. And they're like, wait a minute, you know what? Is there a way we can lose this game?
so we can avoid the riots and the fires and burning down Atlanta.
I mean,
it's going to be like
Chicago,
It's going to be like the Civil War, right?
Man.
Burning down Atlanta.
I mean, they were actually trying to preserve their community by losing the game.
I mean, man, let me tell you something. I mean, seriously. I mean, with 4 minutes left in the third quarter, it's still like 28-3. The Patriots are going for it. Everybody's saying, what's the biggest play of the game? What's the biggest play of the game? I'll tell you the biggest play of the game, and nobody's mentioning it. It was fourth and like 8 or 9 at the 50-yard line. The Patriots went for it on fourth down and completed that pass. If they don't complete that pass, it's 28-3. 4 or 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They don't make the comeback. I mean, Atlanta gets the ball, game over. But there were so many of those plays in the third and fourth quarter. Amazing comeback. I mean, what?
I think they were short on strategy. When you're ahead like that, like Atlanta was ahead, you're supposed to run the clock down.
Yeah.
You're supposed to use every little minute because time is on your side when you're winning,
Absolutely.
But they kept hike, snap, hike, snap, boom. And it was like, hey, man, y'all ain't behind. You need to slow it down. I think their adrenaline was running, and then they was realizing, man, if we bring back this doggone title, they're going to burn our neighborhoods down. Because that's how
that was the motivation.
That's how people be doing it. They be, especially Atlanta. Come on, man. All the black folks in Atlanta was getting ready. They said, man, I'm going to give me some free sneakers, some free TV. I'm going to burn something down. I'm going to be doing it,
Speaking of that.
I know people, there were people out buying gasoline and gas cans. They was already getting ready. Somebody probably hit them on the tweet and said, hey, man, you better watch out. Black folks down here getting gas cans worth of stuff waiting for the celebration.
Speaking of stealing, I guess Tom Brady's jersey got stolen out of his locker room. He went for the post-game news conference, wasn't wearing his jersey, and somebody snatched his jersey, his Super Bowl jersey. He couldn't find it anywhere. So you weren't in Houston, were you, yesterday? You were in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I was in Vegas, man. We was in Vegas. We was kicking it. I've learned something, because when I do the football thing and everything, I learned something really good about betting on football. And you might learn something from this too.
Oh, really?
I only bet on the coin toss. Which was cool because it was tails. I won my money, which is good. But
nice.
The reason why I did that is because sometimes you do a lot of drinking at these Super Bowl parties.
Yeah.
And you don't get to see the game because you may be passed out or half drunk or wake up down the street somewhere. At least you ain't going to be drunk by the time they flip the coin.
Yeah.
So you start your drinking like you normally do, like about 1 o'clock. the previous morning, you know, and then,
1 in the morning.
you know, yeah, you know, and then by the time the football thing starts, you get your boy out there, the crooked George Bush out there to flip the coin.
Oh, come on,
you know?
man. Come on. Why do you have to say that about George H.W. Bush? I mean, that was really a touchy moment to see George Bush and Barbara Bush.
It was
you know,
nice.
that was very
seeing
cool.
them
Come
out
on.
there.
Come
But,
on.
you know, it's true. You know, if Nixon was out there flipping the coin, you'd still, you know, not only would you be amazed that he's alive, you'd say, yeah, that crooked Nixon flipped the coin.
It'd be a two-headed coin. You know, come on. You know? Please, man. But yeah, it was cool.
I'm glad the people's alive. They was in the hospital and everything.
Yeah,
and, you know,
nice
and that's
to see.
good. You know, and I'm glad to see him out of the hospital. That means the American taxpayer ain't paying for that hospital bill. You know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I hear you.
I mean, it's okay when he steps into the history book and off the page. We're good with that.
Yeah, no.
You know, we did everything. We got to watch him flip the coin.
Yeah.
You know, for a very exciting game.
Yeah, it was a great
you know,
game.
but I will tell you the part that wasn't so exciting was all those political TV commercials.
Oh, we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, it was
usually
ridiculous.
The Super Bowl commercials are fun. You know, you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, all right. You see something funny, you want to laugh, not like you want to throw something. You
Yeah,
know?
well, it was
You know.
ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of internet commercials right off the bat. We're like, what the hell's this? And then they had the political commercials. We'll get into all that with Coca-Cola and all these other. There was some sort of hair commercial about Donald Trump talking about hair and how we have to keep our hair a certain way. I like my hair. In fact, that's the best part of me is my hair. So whatever about the hair, but we'll get into all that. But you know, I actually, where'd you watch? I watched the game at home. I was going to go to like Tom Leykis' Super Bowl party, but he lives like 100 miles away from me, and then I'd have to drive back. So so I just decided instead of going all the way out there and you know, limiting my drinking and, you know, having to be careful. And then, by the way, you can't watch the friggin' game because there's 50 people there talking, so you can't get into the game. You can't get into the commercial. So I just stayed home. I actually went out and played golf yesterday morning. Beautiful.
What?
Yeah, I played golf. It was a beautiful, cloudy, rainy day here in Southern California. I went and played golf, had a few beers, and then came back and watched the game, you know, with my brother. Me and my brother just sat there and watched the game. My brother, you know, he's been hot as hell. My brother's been betting $10 a game, Jigga. $10 a game all season. Hold on. He is up to $300. He has won over $300 on $10 bets throughout the season. But anyways, I just watched the game, and it was cool, man, because, I mean, seriously, you know, when you go to these parties, I mean, you know, it's too much of a distraction. You know what I mean? It's just too much of a distraction. I like watching the game and hearing the game and watching the commercials and things like that.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm black, so I'm used to people talking through everything. You're not hearing it. So you just like, you know, you probably hang out with a multicultural crowd. And that's what you get, you know.
Well, you know,
hang out with a bunch of black folks. You ain't gonna never hear the game. You just look at that and watch the subtitles.
It's always a distraction. So it was a great game. I mean, you know, it was unbelievable. I did win about $250. I mean, a guy lost $1 million. A guy bet $1 million against the Patriots. I don't know why you would bet. Can you imagine? Hold on, Jigga. Can you imagine?
If he had hit, it'd have been big.
Well, look. Hold on. Imagine this. The Falcons are up 28-3 in the middle of the third quarter. If you bet this $1 million, you got to think, hey, man, I got this locked up. I guarantee you this idiot was counting his money, man, and say, how am I going to spend this $1 million?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do this, this, and that.
Third quarter, this dude was jumping up and down. He was doing the moonwalk.
Oh,
you know, he was trying to do a handstand. You know?
Oh, he was tripping out, man. He's thinking about, man, I'm going to do this. I got this $1 million wrapped up, and then lo and behold, I mean, I cannot believe the total collapse in El Foldo act. I mean, total choke. The Atlanta Falcons.
I like the El Foldo. That's funny. I mean,
El Foldo, man. I mean, because that was a total. That was the biggest choke probably, and one of the biggest chokes in sports history. Watch, that's what they're going to be. Instead of saying,
I don't know. The Dolphins did some pretty good choking at the Super Bowl.
No, not like this. There's never been a complete collapse like this. And never. I don't know. You know, maybe the Yankees losing to the Red Sox in the World Series, not the World Series, but the playoffs 10 years ago when they were at 3-0. But this is one of the biggest collapses in sports history. Instead of they're saying it's the biggest comeback. No, it's going to be the biggest choke. I like the other side of it. The biggest choke in sports
Well, you
history.
wouldn't like all that negativity.
Oh,
You don't want to
stop.
celebrate people. You don't want to celebrate. You don't want to celebrate these people. They dug down deep. You know, intestinal fortitude kicked in, and they ran every
Oh,
play.
please. Please, they blew
You want
it.
to say, oh, these
come
people had
on.
it to win, they gave it up.
They could have instead. Listen, they could have kicked a field goal 3 minutes ago, and then no way would the Patriots won. Instead, they go back and throw it and get sacked, and then get a penalty, and then Tom. Hey, listen,
Yeah, man.
I'm not complaining. I won. In fact, you know, at halftime, I put another $50 on the Patriots in the second half at 4.5 points. So
I'll tell you.
what?
It reminded me of the game that was played at CIF where Centennial High finally had got into CIF.
Centennial
And
High.
somebody, up here in Compton, and they lost so bad. They got steamrolled. I mean, it looked like robots had come out and just plowed them flat the last quarter of the game.
So you're equating a
like,
high school game to the Super Bowl. I love you, Guru. I mean, the stuff you come up with. All right, listen, we got to take a break. We'll talk more about the Super Bowl. Also, the Trump ban, which everybody was talking about over the weekend. Oh, my God. It's a gift that keeps on giving, this Donald Trump, man. He just keeps on giving us.
You know it would be. It's going to be a good news for years if he lasts that long.
I hear you. All right, we'll be back after this. Control Chaos on KCAA.
NBC Talk Radio, 1050 AM.
Hey, this is Gary Garver. Not only am I a talk show host, somewhat of one, I also produce a couple shows for LA 36, a local channel here in Los Angeles. One show is called The Fusion of Science and Beauty with Dr. Nina, which airs Mondays at 11 p.m. And check out the Joan Quinn Profiles, also airing at 11 p.m. on Thursday, every Thursday on LA 36. Spectrum TV. Check it out. Come on. I need the dough.
Are you feeling tired, depressed, unable to lose weight, and your skin is lacking that beautiful glow? Have you been to a ton of doctors that can't seem to solve your issue? Look no further than Nina MD. Nina MD Beverly Hills can be found at ninamd.com or by calling 310-777-7511. Dr. Nina comes with over 20 years' experience of diagnosing and treating patients who have not had success in the past. At Nina MD Beverly Hills, our passion is to make you feel healthy and look beautiful from the inside out. We provide personalized treatments that are very innovative, cutting edge, effective, and safe. You can watch Nina MD on Time Warner LA 36 to learn about the latest and greatest procedures available. Start feeling your best today. Visit ninamd.com or call 310-777-7511 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever gone to use a flashlight and the batteries were dead or the inside of the flashlight corroded, only having to throw it away? Or in a location where you had no way to charge your cell phone or camera? Well, all that has changed. Now there's Hybrid Light. The Hybrid Light brings the best of both worlds together with a strong 160 lumen LED light that lasts 12 hours on a single charge, and after a recharge from any light or power source, you're ready to go again. Hybrid Light lasts 7 long years and is even waterproof, and also contains a USB port to plug in your cell phone or camera to give you that special charge when you're not near an outlet. All this for the low price of $39.95 with promo code GARY. Call 1-800-297-8109 and be the first to have this great tool, or go to our website, hybridlight.com. That's 800-297-8109 or hybridlight.com, hybridlight.com, and don't forget to use promo code GARY.
If you're looking to cater a party or even a great evening with your family or friends, Chef Kurt and Celebrity Gourmet Catering is the place to go. Kurt Ehrlich is a well-renowned chef that has served meals to 3 presidents along with other dignitaries from around the world in his 40-year career. Celebrity Gourmet Catering specializes in not only catering to big events, but also small private affairs that will make you feel like royalty. Chef Kurt has the magic touch when it comes to creating dishes from all over the world. To find out more about catering your event, go to celebritygourmetcatering.com. That's celebritygourmetcatering.com. With Chef Kurt, you can't go wrong.
Michael, how you doing?
Doing well.
Can I ask you a couple questions? I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thank you.
From the streets of San Francisco and all your
Every night.
loved it, man.
Right,
you're an awesome actor. Let me ask him some crazy questions. Okay.
Crazy questions. It's my friendly house. Excuse me 1 second.
Michael, hi.
What, stupid questions? A nice day. I thought you were talking about friendly house.
What
What do
about?
you mean? We got a nice event going on here. You know, we got a nice event going on. Friendly House.
They're honoring your mother.
They're honoring my stepmother. I'm very fond of her.
What is the right amount of money to give to a beggar?
Is it a joke? As much as you can afford. How are you, Jerry? Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Should Bush be impeached?
Too late.
Too late to impeach him? Who's the biggest asshole in Hollywood?
Well, I don't know. You live out here?
Yeah, I do. Grew up in the valley.
All right, man. Well, so far, I mean, I haven't heard one question about Friendly House and why we're here today. So you're running right up there. Yeah. Excuse me. Howard Stern show. I don't know, man.
Well, it is.
One question.
Would you adopt an African child to help your career?
From the four corners of the world, dumbing down his IQ so you can understand him. It's Gary Garver.
That's what NFL football is all about. Robert, you know how hard these are to get.
All right, it is Controlled Chaos on KCAA 1050 AM 106.5 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. That's Roger Goodell getting booed by the Patriot fans, handing the Super Bowl trophy to Robert Kraft. I was hoping he would hand it to Tom Brady, but sort of Robert Kraft sort of blew him right off, which was awesome. You know what I mean? It was cool. You know, if you don't know the story, that you know, basically Tom Brady got suspended for 4 games over this deflate game and went on for like you know, about a year and a half, and the Patriots, unbelievable game, man. The Falcons choked, but that's the way it goes in sports sometimes. All right, it is the Guru of the Ghetto, Jigga Jones, live in Vegas. Vegas must have been going crazy over this game, Jigga. I mean, it must have been nuts.
It was phenomenal, man. At the Red Rock, they had a thing up here, and they bragged a 70-foot screen. And it was funny because some of those hits where the camera comes down the center, it looked like they were coming at you. You're in your seat knowing you're safe, but yet when you see the dude come at you, you kind of move left or right like, hey. it was amazing. You know, and some of the things that did happen was the big 3, and I won't name the pizza companies because everybody knows there's Yummy Hoes, there's
no, just name them. What, Domino's, Papa John's, and what was the other one? This is pretty funny, actually. Little Caesars. Okay, so anyways, tell us about it.
Because traditionally, you know, football, you know, the Super Bowl, everybody orders pizza.
Right.
And some of these places, I mean, when you're talking about Vegas is newly expanding, all this stuff, so what ended up happening was some of these places were talking about 5-hour wait for pizza.
5-hour wait for a pizza?
5-hour wait for pizza, man, for delivery.
Crazy.
If you wanted to come pick it up, that was an hour. You know.
Yeah.
And everybody drinking during Super Bowl, you ain't coming down to go picking up pizza.
Exactly.
You know, so the funny thing was, all of a sudden, I think it was Papa John's or Domino's. I don't know who did it first, but they started recommending, hey, you know, get on the Google or Yahoo and find a pizza place in your area, order from them. Well, all these local pizza places got flooded with orders. I mean, mom and pop pizzas, all of a sudden they're slammed. You know, they're going from 5-6 orders and whatever. They got slammed. So,
by the way,
the comedy was.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And the comedy was the news people started picking up on because the news was ordering stuff because they did some Super Bowl stuff and they couldn't order from the big 3, so they ordered from some places and then they started doing a story about it. At the end of the night, they found out they started interviewing people and said, hey, I had the best pizza I've ever had in delivery.
Well, Domino's tastes like cardboard.
I'll never order
anyways.
from there again.
Yeah, Domino's tastes like cardboard.
If you really know pizza, if you're really a pizza connoisseur, Domino's pizza is about like a McDonald's burger for somebody like gourmet sirloin burgers. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, by the way,
I'm not putting down McDonald's because they got that new Mega Mac or Big Mac thing they got. It's amazing.
Yeah, what was
it's
that?
Good,
Hold on. What do you think of that ad with McDonald's? What was that dude? Who was that was singing the McDonald's ad at the Super Bowl? What was his name? What's his name? Because I sort of phased out on that because it was just like it was almost irritating to hear hip hop.
It was almost. It was irritating.
It was. I was like, what that? And I was like, what's this commercial for? And it's for McDonald's, and he's talking about Big Mac this and Big Mac that and yo yo yo, and I'm like, man, you know what? I'm not going to eat McDonald's
Man,
anymore. You're irritating me.
I'm black, and I found that commercial to be totally ridiculous and stupid.
Yeah, these commercials, man. Besides the game was unbelievable, but the commercials
normally
sucked.
Commercials are going to be funny.
Yeah.
Normally commercials are supposed to be funny. They politicize these commercials this year. They show this guy coming in, Anheuser-Busch, and we don't want you here and all that stuff. None of that stuff had a dude come in from one of the countries on the terrorist watch list, talking about I'm going to come here and do a San Bernardino in Orlando. None of it said none of that. It was like, this guy, I'm going to come here and be the greatest brewer ever. I'm going to come. Hey, if you're coming to be the greatest brewer ever, come on down to Milwaukee. We good.
Yeah.
But you coming down here talking about death to America and all that stuff, and like these people be doing. Hey, man, keep that over there. If this all this stuff is so great, stay there where that's at.
Yeah.
Don't come here and bring misery. We got misery already.
Exactly.
We got
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Right
Coca-Cola here.
Coca-Cola was the worst.
That was one of those ones that did all these different languages, and I'm like, what the hell's going on with that? A 10 hair commercial did one on hair. There were just it was just they weren't funny. You know what I mean? And the only one I really enjoyed.
Everybody tried to get serious. You're trying to have a good time there, because the thing is, people forget. There's people losing money on the Super Bowl. Don't hit them with something depressing. Don't hit them with. Let them laugh. Remember the one with the Anheuser-Busch, where they had the thing where the horse was going and they had a candle light, and then the horse kind of like pooted, and the fire came out, and that was funny. People laughed at that. My goodness, ha ha ha.
Yeah, I like the Humpty.
They got commercials to make you want to jump off a bridge with a rope around your neck.
I like the Humpty Dumpty commercial. That was sort of cool. Or TurboTax. Yeah. That was sort of cool. Yeah. I like the John Malkovich commercial. Where he couldn't get JohnMalkovich.com.
Yeah, because somebody owned it. That's funny. I've been through that. That's good.
And then the other one I really liked was Peter Fonda. When they're at the biker bar and all that, and then the guy.
I remember the biker bar. Who was Peter Fonda?
What, you didn't see that? You don't remember Born to Be Wild and all that?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know who Peter Fonda was.
Peter Fonda is he's Jane Fonda's brother.
Yeah. Okay, Hanoi Jane, I know. Everybody knows Hanoi Jane.
Yeah, but it was a commercial where basically they were at a biker bar, and and some guy comes out and says, somebody's parked in front of our bikes, and lo and behold, it's Peter Fonda with a nice Mercedes-Benz. So I thought that was sort of cool. But the rest of them, I was like, because I really never really watch the commercials during the Super Bowl. I'm usually at a party, but this year I just decided to just stay at home and relax and watch the game.
The Super Bowl commercials are usually good. A lot of people win awards off of that stuff. I'm wondering how that's going to rank this year, because usually, like, I don't know if I know you're advertising. I love, and these advertising awards, usually the Super Bowl is like their Super Bowl of advertising.
Yeah.
Where GoDaddy had that one time when they had Danica Patrick out there, and had her doing the thing, and and they had the other one. Remember the one Pets.com where the guy said, "Look, I got a sock puppet going. We just spent $1 million. Ha ha ha." Well, those people won an award for that, because no one had ever seen that.
Yeah, they whipped out Spuds McKenzie too I didn't get the Spuds McKenzie thing. That was sort of weird, and I don't know.
That was very morbid.
Yeah, I just thought they sucked this year, and all the internet. It was all this internet crapola, man. I don't, just leave us alone.
The internet is bigger than DVD, bigger than TV, bigger than radio. So
I know
and bigger than the ratings of the Super Bowl. Because I can guarantee you right now, more people were plugged into the internet watching the Super Bowl than watching it on TV.
I like the Terry Bradshaw
The
commercial.
way it is.
I like the Terry Bradshaw commercial too, with the Tide, where he's trying to get the stain out. And he goes to Jeffrey Tambor's house and all that. So that was sort of cool. You know how much they paid? Advertisers paid $5 million for 30 seconds. Are you kidding? That is crazy, man. That's crazy.
But here's the good thing. The advertisers made out like a bandit. The doggone network made out like a bandit. You know why? Because it went into overtime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They made out good. And that's good. That's supporting the economy. You want to see overtime in the game.
First time in history.
You do, but you don't. But the thing is, in Super Bowl, you got overtime. You got commercials going on. If it had been good commercials, people would have been just 5 by 5 on it. But,
yeah.
All these political commercials, and make you mad, make you want to throw something at the TV. People booing. We was up at the thing over here at the Aria, and the people was booing. When some of the commercials kind of had obviously political messages.
Right.
You had a bunch of people that have been drinking for the last 40 minutes now upset and booing. Not good.
Yeah, remember when I don't know, years ago, Tim Tebow made a commercial, anti-abortion commercial with his mom. I was like, that's why I hate Tim Tebow to this day. I mean, I had no qualms with Tim Tebow until he did that, because I was like, I don't want to hear a political statement during the Super Bowl, all right? Especially some jerk off, you know what I mean? You don't want to hear it. You want to see something funny. I thought the Honda ad featuring the yearbook photos of all different celebrities from Tina Fey to Jimmy Kimmel, that was pretty good. You know what I mean? Steve Carell, that was cool. But by the way, I just want to mention one thing. I was in a Super Bowl pool, and because the game did go into overtime, everybody was like texting and messaging like, is it at the end of the game or the fourth quarter where you count the numbers? Because you pick squares and you get numbers, and whoever gets the last number of the score wins the pot. You know what I mean? It's the end of the game. If it goes into overtime, it's a pool is not. It doesn't take the numbers at the end of the fourth quarter. It's at the end of the game. There's a huge debate going on. Finally, I said end of the game a couple times, and I said I don't even care anymore. But anyways, it's a score at the end of the game that wins the pool, not the score at the end of the fourth quarter. If it goes to overtime, so be it. It's always the end of the game during a pool. But
well, I think what the problem is where you're saying it, where you say at the end of the game, people consider the fourth quarter the end of the game. What you want to say is that game's end. However long it goes, that's where it is.
Well,
that did pop up. That did pop up at the sports book, and there were people saying, "Hey, I got the sports right. I got it right fourth quarter." Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's not how it goes.
It doesn't. Yeah, you try to cash that ticket in Vegas, they ain't gonna cash it. It's when the game is officially over, where the pool ends. That's the end of the game. Is the game, the score, the final score of the game is the end of the game, not the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? So
people look at the end of the game. Technically, is the fourth quarter, but the game's end is however long it goes.
Well, whatever. Okay, just it's when there's no time left. That's it. When it's done.
Yeah, when it's all done.
When they're celebrating throwing confetti. That's what I'm talking. All right, listen.
Yeah, when you're playing Frank Sinatra and you're waving the flag.
Exactly. Hail Trump! Hail Trump! All right. Anyways, Control Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM. Our twisted view of the Super Bowl. The choke of the century by the Atlanta Falcons. It is the 21st century.
Or the performance of the century.
By the New England Patriots. There you go. Half full, half empty. All right, I'm won money. It's half full for me. I'm Gary Gard with Jacob Jones. We'll be back with more chaos right after this. Yeah, baby.
1050 AM, KCAA, NBC News Talk Radio.
If you're looking to cater a party or even a great evening with your family or friends, Chef Kurt and Celebrity Gourmet Catering is the place to go. Kurt Ehrlich is a well-renowned chef that has served meals to 3 presidents along with other dignitaries from around the world in his 40-year career. Celebrity Gourmet Catering specializes in not only catering to big events, but also small private affairs that will make you feel like royalty. Chef Kurt has the magic touch when it comes to creating dishes from all over the world. To find out more about catering your event, go to celebritygourmetcatering.com. That's celebritygourmetcatering.com. With Chef Kurt, you can't go wrong.
Ever wonder how celebrities get their skin red carpet ready? Look no further than the Fire and Ice Facial from Is Clinical, available at Nina MD Beverly Hills. The Fire and Ice Facial is an amazing clinical treatment designed to rapidly and safely regenerate the skin, reducing fine lines and wrinkles for an envious glow, while smoothing and softening to achieve that ageless face. Excellent for all skin types and ages, Is Clinical's Fire and Ice Facial is a celebrity favorite and provides dramatic results with no downtime, peeling, or side effects. The Fire and Ice Facial is normally $215, but call 310-777-7511 now. Mention this ad and pay only $179. That's over $35 in savings just by mentioning this ad. Don't miss out on glowing and radiant skin from Is Clinical and Nina MD Beverly Hills. For more info, visit ninamd.com or call 310-777-7511. That's 310-777-7511.
This is Jigga Jones. If you missed any part of the show, go back and check it out on iHeartRadio.com.
Which version of... I thought you were with Paramount. That's why I obeyed you. All right, he's the real one, huh? He's the real one. I'm just a fake impersonator. Well, you were very credible. Which version of... Tell me who you are and who you're with. I'm with Affinity Broadcasting. Affinity? Yeah. I see. I don't think I've heard of that. Okay. Which version of Star Trek is the best?
Of the Star Trek movies?
Yeah.
I would definitely say Star Trek 6: The Undiscovered Country, which I subtitle Captain Sulu to the Rescue.
Are you a Trekkie or a Trekker?
Actually, I don't make those distinctions. I love Star Trek. I'm proud of Star Trek, and I revel in Star Trek. So whatever that makes me, I'm that.
Did you ever experience William Shatner's massive ego?
We worked together for, what, how many years?
Do you think that prisoners in jail should be allowed to watch television and movies while incarcerated?
Well, I don't see any reason why they shouldn't, especially if it's Star Trek. It might make them honest.
Do you think all these child molesters and killers should be put to death?
Child molesters and killers should be put to death. Well, now you're at, this is a personal political issue with me. I don't believe in the capital punishment. And so certainly I don't believe in child molesters. And I mean, as heinous, as horrific, as despicable as those crimes are, you don't want to reduce yourself to the same level by killing another human being. I think we need to be above all that now. That's the Star Trek philosophy.
Do you think it's right that Ted Williams is being frozen like a TV dinner?
Like what?
Do you think it's right that Ted Williams is being frozen like a TV dinner?
You eat him?
What? Do you think that we could, do you wish that we could destroy the Arabs in the Middle East with a spaceship like the Enterprise?
Well, you heard what I said about capital punishment. Or was it you that asked me about capital punishment?
No, it wasn't me.
Somebody asked me about capital punishment. I thought it was you, because you've been asking all the off-the-wall questions.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, you deduce. You know how I feel about capital punishment. So, extending that, how would you answer that question?
Probably no. Did you ever have homosexual feelings about anyone in the cast on Star Trek?
Do you?
Oh, did you?
No, do you?
No.
Well, why do you ask that? I mean, anyone who brings it up certainly is questionable. You got nice muscles.
That was before he came out of the closet.
Right.
He was still Who would have known he was gay back then?
Not from that interview. You can't tell.
Do you ever pick up chicks off the wall? Do you ever pick up chicks at gigs like this?
You mean little baby chickens?
And do you think Uhura had a big ass?
She may be here. I think it'd be more prudent for me to say no comment.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Takai.
Sure thing.
This is the Gary Garver Show. If you're not listening to Gary,
George Takai had a Super Bowl commercial. I just don't remember what it was for, but they paid me millions and millions of dollars for saying, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. And then the last word was awesome. All right. Unbelievable. Can you hear anything? What, Larry? I got control. It's Control Chaos KCAA. Is Larry Burnett on the phone, the guru, the sports guru, the Control Chaos radio show? Larry, can you hear me? You can't hear me, Larry? Uh-oh. What happened here? Uh-oh. Larry, I got Larry Burnett. I was supposed to have Larry Burnett on the phone right here. I don't know. He says he can't hear anything.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Well, I've been talking to you for like 2 minutes. What's happening, man?
I have heard absolutely nothing at this end of the phone. Otherwise, I would have responded to you as I always do.
I know. Well, now you can hear me. How are you, man?
I'm doing great and had a great Super Bowl Sunday. It was a fun game to watch, so all's good.
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it? I mean, everybody's calling it the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. I'm calling it the greatest choke in sports history, or one of the greatest chokes of sports history. I mean, they had what?
You got to look at it that way. I mean, it's a two-sided coin, and certainly, Atlanta dominated the first half of the game, but they did nothing in the second half of the game. If you're going to be a Super Bowl team, you have to play better than that in the second half. And I think it was interesting, Kyle Shanahan is the offensive coordinator for the Falcons, who's going to become the head coach of the 49ers. And I thought he had a terrible second half calling plays. They had a 25-point lead, and they only ran the ball 5 times with a 25-point lead.
He called some passing plays that took a long time to develop and put Matt Ryan in danger. But he's going to a team that needs a lot of help, so we'll see what happens.
What was shocking was this, to me. I mean, they came out and actually scored the first touchdown in the second half. Made it 28-3. 28-3, and I said the biggest play of the game, and they're talking about all these different plays, the catch by Edelman and the sack and all this other stuff. But one of the biggest plays that nobody's mentioning, it was 4th and 10. It was about 5 minutes ago in the third quarter. Okay, it was 4th and 10 on the 50-yard line, and Brady completed the pass. I mean, if they don't complete that pass, it's game over, man. I mean, no matter what happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can take all those other plays and
it's a combination of things. It's got to fall in place like that, and they had to come back and they had to score 2 touchdowns. They had to get 2 2-point conversions. They had to stop Atlanta from doing anything. They did all of those things.
Crazy.
But today everybody's talking about Bill Belichick, maybe the greatest coach of all time. Tom Brady, maybe the greatest quarterback of all time. Just think, if Atlanta had gone on to win that game, what we'd be talking about today. People would be saying, Tom Brady's 39 years old, maybe his best years are behind him. Maybe Bill Belichick isn't as good at making adjustments as people thought he was. And what would they be saying about Steve Gutkowski, the kicker for the Patriots, who missed an extra point and also botched the onside kick late in that game? I mean, it's just amazing how things can turn and switch everybody's perspective on things, but you can't take away from the great comeback that the Patriots had. It was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Exactly. It's weird how things – it's like our society, you know what I mean? Sports – that's why I love sports. It's sort of a capsule of our society, the diversity, the winning and losing, the second guessing, this and that, rivals. I mean, it's sort of like a microcosm of our whole society, of how things go in our society. And you're right. It looked like it was game over, and it was just an amazing comeback, amazing Super. Do you think that was the best Super Bowl of all time? I mean, I don't know if it was.
Well, it was the best finish. It was obviously the best finish.
Yeah.
And listen, a 25-point comeback. The biggest comeback in Super Bowl history had been 10 points in the 50 history of the game, and 25 points was the biggest comeback in New England Patriots franchise history. So you put it all together, and really, when you look at it, Gary, Tom Brady had a bad game yesterday.
He played terrible.
He had a bad game yesterday until the end of the fourth quarter and overtime. I mean, he was under pressure, sure, early in the game, but he missed open receivers. His receivers dropped balls that they should have caught. These guys created turnovers, which never happens with the Patriots. They were playing very unpatriot-like football, but somehow they seemed at halftime as though they were still in the game and there was nothing wrong and they had their chances to put it all together. And darned if they didn't come out and do it. I have 2 theories. One is, they opened the roof at halftime to let Lady Gaga come in. I think it might have taken some of the air out of the footballs and helped Brady. I'm not going to say it deflated them, but and the other thing is, you know what? I think it was a case of premature celebration by Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, because he and his wife went down to the sidelines early in that second half to soak in all the great things that were going on for the Falcons and get ready to celebrate with that team. And we got to watch them go from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the lake as that team faltered. So, maybe stay up in the suite next time until it's late in the fourth quarter and then come down when you're sure the game is in hand.
They showed a picture of Mark Wahlberg leaving at the end of the third quarter, and because he's a huge Patriot fan, and now he's tweeting like he didn't leave. He said his kid was sick, so he had to bail out. He goes, family first. Yeah, right, dude.
That's weak.
I'm telling you.
That's fair weather. You're the big fan whenever they're on top, but fair weather fan when things are going bad that way. I watched. I don't know if you saw it earlier today. They had the ceremony where Roger Goodell gave the MVP trophy to Brady and gave the championship trophy to Belichick. And here's the thing about the Patriots. They are so focused on getting the job done and winning. Tom Brady says today, you know what? I went out and partied till early in the morning. I got back to my hotel room. He said I was still wired So I watched the highlights of the Super Bowl game to see what actually happened and to go through it all again. And then Belichick comes up and the guy says, "Are you going to take some time off? Some downtime?" And he said, "No, we're 5 weeks behind the rest of the teams in the league because we've had to prepare for the Super Bowl. We've got the combines, we've got the draft, we've got free agency to deal with." He said, "Maybe we'll get some downtime and I can go on my boat in late June before we start up the summer training camp." I mean, this is the focus these guys have, and this is why they're so good.
Yeah, that's why they're the best, man. I mean, totally the best. I don't know if Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but I was saying that, I was saying to my brother as we were watching the game, and and they were down by 8 with like 3 minutes to go, and it reminded me of the game, and I'm sure you remember this, when the 49ers played the Cincinnati Bengals. And the 49ers were down by, I think, 3 or 4 points, and Montana was down there at the 10-yard line about where Brady was to start the drive about 2 minutes ago. And Joe Montana was so cool, he said to some of his offensive linemen, "Hey, look, there's John Candy in the stands." And then he went down and won the game for the Niners against the Bengals. And I said, hey, if Tom Brady can do this, he's equal to Joe Montana. And lo and behold, he did. They got the 2-point conversion, and just an amazing. It was unbelievable.
It was phenomenal. But there's something to be said for the way Brady carries himself, for the way that the Patriots run their operation.
Yep.
It's a no-nonsense deal when it comes to be game time. He has a confidence in that huddle that is unsurpassed. And if you look at the numbers, I mean, he's got 5 championships, more than any other quarterback. He's got 4 Super Bowl MVPs, more than any other quarterback. He's got to be in that conversation for the best ever.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Larry, thank you so much. We didn't really get into any commercials come out. First of all, what did you think of Lady Gaga? Amazing performance.
I don't know her music that well, but I thought she was very entertaining. I thought she put on a good show. As far as the commercials, I wasn't overwhelmed by anything the way I have been in the past. There wasn't any, Mean Joe Green, Coke commercial kind of a thing that sticks in your mind. But, go back and look at what the Patriots accomplished this year. Don't forget, 4 games without Brady.
Yep.
They won games with Garoppolo and Jacoby Brissett as their quarterbacks. They won games without Gronkowski. They've changed over their roster every year. And still have been competitive and are right there in the mix for Super Bowl champs just about every single year. So I think it's amazing what they've accomplished. I think Atlanta is going to be just choking on this loss for a long time. By the way, the Patriots are 5-1 favorites to come back and win it all next year. I think they've got the Cowboys and the Steelers. Yeah, here it is. Are 8-1. And the Packers, Seahawks, and Falcons are all 12-1.
What about my Raiders?
So,
what are my Raiders? I
don't know if I got your Raiders on here on this one. Oh, here, hang on.
They should be. I mean, they're going to be.
Oakland Raiders are 20-1.
20-1? Oh, I'm putting on
20-1. And if you want a really good bet, Kyle Shanahan's going to the 49ers.
Oh, please.
His team and the Cleveland Browns are 300-1 odds to win the Super Bowl.
I'd rather take I'd rather put $100 on my Raiders at 20-1 than put.
Well, you better get Derek Carr healthy in a hurry.
We will. All right, Larry. God bless you, man. Thanks for calling in this morning. By the way, open season is this Thursday at 3 p.m. And I'll talk to you. And I'm gonna call you later in the day. We got to discuss.
Yeah,
things.
Give me a call today. We'll talk.
All right, brother. All right, thank you so much. It's Larry Burnett, former reporter for ESPN, the Lakers, and he's got a great show called Open Season, 3 p.m. on KCAA on Thursdays. It's cool, and I'm sure he'll do a total Super Bowl wrap-up then. All right, listen, we'll get Jigga back on the phone. I don't know what happened to him. I tried keep having him and Larry on the phone at the same time, but technical difficulties, as always. All right, Control Chaos, KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. Oh, by the way, 102.3 FM. Check out the show on iHeartRadio. All right, I'm not even hungover because I didn't even really drink yesterday. It was sort of a strange Super Bowl, wasn't it? All right, we'll be back after this.
NBC Talk Radio, 1050 AM, KCAA.
Are you feeling tired, depressed, unable to lose weight, and your skin is lacking that beautiful glow? Have you been to a ton of doctors that can't seem to solve your issue? Look no further than Nina MD. Nina MD Beverly Hills can be found at ninamd.com or by calling 310-777-7511. Dr. Nina comes with over 20 years' experience of diagnosing and treating patients who have not had success in the past. At Nina MD Beverly Hills, Our passion is to make you feel healthy and look beautiful from the inside out. We provide personalized treatments that are very innovative, cutting edge, effective, and safe. You can watch Nina MD on Time Warner LA 36 to learn about the latest and greatest procedures available. Start feeling your best today. Visit ninamd.com or call 310-777-7511 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever gone to use a flashlight and the batteries were dead or the inside of the flashlight corroded, only having to throw it away? Or in a location where you had no way to charge your cell phone or camera? Well, all that has changed. Now there's hybrid light. The hybrid light brings the best of both worlds together with a strong 160 lumen LED light that lasts 12 hours on a single charge, and after a recharge from any light or power source, you're ready to go again. Hybrid light lasts 7 long years and is even waterproof, and also contains a USB port to plug in your cell phone or camera to give you that special charge when you're not near an outlet. All this for the low price of $39.95 with promo code GARY. Call 1-800-297-8109 to be the first to have this great tool, or go to our website, hybridlight.com. That's 800-297-8109 or hybridlight.com, hybridlight.com, and don't forget to use promo code GARY.
If you're looking to cater a party or even a great evening with your family or friends, Chef Kurt and Celebrity Gourmet Catering is the place to go. Kurt Ehrlich is a well-renowned chef that has served meals to 3 presidents along with other dignitaries from around the world in his 40-year career. Celebrity Gourmet Catering specializes in not only catering to big events, but also small private affairs that will make you feel like royalty. Chef Kurt has the magic touch when it comes to creating dishes from all over the world. To find out more about catering your event, go to celebritygourmetcatering.com. That's celebritygourmetcatering.com. With Chef Kurt, you can't go wrong.
How you doing, Mr. Nicholson?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing today?
Yeah, man. I just want to say that this is an honor interviewing you.
Well, it's nice. It's an honor to be interviewed. I didn't know Howard was a golf enthusiast, however.
Hey, are you satisfied with your career?
Very satisfied. Over and out satisfied.
What would you like to be remembered for?
My smile.
Hey, I'm getting nervous here. Do you think
Don't get nervous.
Do you think
we're doing fine?
Do you think Paris Hilton is celebrated for doing absolutely nothing?
No, I think she does plenty. I mean, people have to appreciate it's not that easy working in front of the camera, especially, you know, nude scenes are tough for everybody. I think she's a wonderful lady, actually.
Does being a celebrity get you out of speeding tickets?
I don't speed.
Describe what I mean. Describe Howard Stern in one word.
Curly-headed, tall, good-looking, and a little nervous.
And if you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose?
I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
Gary Garver, Jew of the... what can we say that's not going to piss him off? Never mind.
Yeah, Shay. Control chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5 FM 102.3 FM. Gary Garver, yes. The half Jew of the Valley, here with the guru of the ghetto in Las Vegas, Jigga Jones. You're back, Jigga, right?
Yeah, man, I'm black.
You're black
Black
and
History
back.
Month.
Black. All right, cool. Listen, man. You know, we got into the Super Bowl and all that, and now it's sort of like a Super Bowl letdown now, as far as like a football fan like me and a gambler. I love gambling, so there's nothing really to gamble on after the Super Bowl and after football. It sort of sucks. It's sort of a lull, but then you get March Madness, so that'll be sort of, I'm sure we'll figure it out. But hey, listen, let's talk a little bit about this Trump stuff. This guy's the gift that keeps on giving. I guess a judge lifted the order. You know, he wanted to ban Muslims and all that. And last week,
he didn't want to ban Muslims. He was banning people from 7 countries.
Well, I mean, you're right in a way. I mean, there
are 214 countries in the world that are considered Muslim countries. He put a ban on 7 of them. That's not a Muslim ban.
Well, I mean,
you got 7 countries that don't have governments. Libya does not have a government. Somalia does not have a government. So yeah, I mean, why would you?
Well,
let somebody
Syria
in
has a
with-
government.
There's no equivalent to
Iraq
TSA.
has a government.
Yeah,
Iran
and
has
you
a
see
government.
what they're yeah, and you see what Iran's government's all about, right?
I'm not. Listen,
Come on, man.
I'm not saying. I'm not defending them. I think they're.
Indonesia is one of the biggest Muslim countries, like percentage-wise, and we have no restriction for them.
Well, this is the problem. I mean, this is the problem with what's going on here is that
The problem is you got a bunch of people that are halfway educated. You got morons in the TSA. You got morons that don't do any research and go, oh, there's a Muslim ban, and jump up. You got George Soros spending $170 million after the election to promote all this stuff. So this is what you get.
All right, listen.
You got a bunch of people that out protest. Look at they.
Not
protest-
even the
look at your boys over there in
Republicans
Berkeley.
want this. Hey, dude, not even the Republicans want this. I mean, Mitch McConnell's coming out against
Well,
it.
they should.
I mean, hold on. Trump was like
Only
saying.
because it's a lightning rod. These are lightning rod people. You know, oh, I don't want to take no heat. Oh, I'm against this. Fine. You know what? Hey, man, you look at the country, Iraq, Iran. Do you want people really just openly just coming over here from Iraq?
They
and
don't
Iran?
just,
Honestly, no.
Jigga, they do not openly just come over. They are vetted for at least a year and a half to 2 years. I mean, they're not just walking in. They listen. Other places all
Let
over
me
the
ask
world.
you a question, because the guy on the TV last night says, well, when the last time did somebody from Syria ever do a terrorist attack? The guy said Boston. And the guy goes, oh, well, but that was a different, okay, fine, Orlando. Hey, man.
And those were people that they were homegrown terrorists. These weren't people that
Of
were,
course, but
know.
where did the people originally come from? I mean, the thing is, I don't care.
So
where
what are
they
you gonna
came from.
ban
Anything,
everybody from coming to America? I mean, what are you gonna do? Ban every place?
From 7 countries? Come on, man.
All right. So how about
246 countries?
All right,
in the
hold
world.
on. Let me
You
ask you a
ban 7,
question.
that's a Muslim
Let
ban.
me ask you a question. How about the terrorist comes from Japan or Indonesia or South America or something like that? You gonna ban just because a terrorist comes from there and they blow up whatever or kill people? Then we're gonna start banning that country too? I mean, are we gonna start putting lists out like that?
If they started coming out of East Detroit, out of Dearborn, Michigan, I'd ban them too.
You'd ban them too.
So,
well, you'd build the wall instead of around Mexico. You'd build it around Dearborn, Michigan. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, it would have machine gun turrets on the top of it coming out of Michigan.
Oh, sounds
you
like.
don't want Michigan and Chicago to start up in here. Hey, look, man, they should put a wall around Chicago. The way I see it, man, the way Chicago's running. Hey, look, man, you ever seen Escape from New York? They should make a new one. They want to remake a movie called Escape from Chicago. Because you know what? I got a friend of mine. He's got a dangerous job. You know what he is? He's a tail gunner on a beer truck.
Tail gunner on a beer truck. Well, they did make Escape from
Chicago,
L.A.
man.
They did make Escape from L.A. So maybe they could do a sequel. They're always doing sequels. Escape from Chicago. That would be sort of interesting. But the bottom line is, man. I mean, this whole stuff. This is just dividing our country more and more, Jigga. I mean, you can just feel it in the air.
It's dividing against morons and people that don't read.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you got these people at the airport protesting. They don't even know what they're protesting. You know, I mean, come on, man. You got to look at a certain point of this. You got Milo Yiannopoulos at Berkeley. Berkeley's supposed to be the bastion of free speech. But yet, you get these anarchists and Black Bloc that showed up. You go on their website on Black Bloc, you know, their website, you know, it's a terrorist website. And they basically said they were going down there to burn the place. They were going down there to burn the place down at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So by 6 o'clock, what do? They got road flares. If you show up to a protest with road flares, you know you're coming to burn something down.
Right now,
Let that have been a bunch of black kids out doing. And this is where I'm gonna get racial on you right here. Let that have been a bunch of black kids out there trying to burn that thing down. They'd have been out there with pepper spray, rubber bullets,
I agree.
all that. Bunch of white kids come out there with road flares and burn half the doggone campus down, and that's cool.
I agree. They let it slide. I agree with you 100% on this. But I'm just so tired of this stuff, man. I just listen, man. I just want to live my life, man. I'm so sick of this negative energy, man. I mean, it's just surrounding us. It's like a big cloud over America, man. I don't know what the hell's gonna. I mean, there is no. I'm in fear of our nation, man. I just think I don't know what to do.
What? Maybe you're just now seeing it, because I saw negativity.
I've seen it for
12
a long
years
time.
ago. George Bush came out of here, you know, and that dude was a crook, and everybody knew it back then. They was protesting a little bit, you know. Obama was in there doing the same thing everybody else was doing. Nobody protested because it make you a racist if you did that.
We got a
white dude. Now you got a white dude, or orange, so I say orange dude in office.
All right,
we can protest everything.
We got to go. We got to get out of here. All right, Jig, we got to go. We're running out of time, man. All right, you guys have a great Monday and a great week. It's Control Chaos, KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM. Here's a little Lady Gaga. Gaga over this. All right, Jig. I'll talk to you, brother. I hear you. I feel your pain, brother. All right, God bless everybody. Have a great
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
I'm John Lisher, CNBC Radio. The Dow is down 2 points, the Nasdaq 3. Stocks are losing, but it's not because the Patriots and AFC team won the Super Bowl. Investors are looking for new reasons to buy after the strong January jobs report, and President Trump's policies continue to weigh on Wall Street.